In the United States, there was a famous salesman named Bill Porter. He was born with cerebral palsy, which resulted in a permanently bent back, limited use of his right arm, and difficulties in walking. As he entered young adulthood, he found himself needing to enter the workforce. But he was rejected by every company. Bill Porter's mother constantly told him, "Be patient and be persistent. Endure to the end." Since Bill Porter was raised with such teachings, even though one company rejected him, saying, "We will not hire you," he would continue to knock on the door of another company and then another. Then one day, he submitted a resume to a company named Watkins. People rejected Bill Porter solely based on his physical appearance. On his way back, after being rejected there as well, his mother was waiting outside the company, wondering, "Did my son get accepted today?" His mother always followed him, giving him rides. Seeing his mother's bright expression changed his mind. He returned to the company that had rejected him and said, "Please send me to the places that others are most reluctant to go to and where it is most tough. Since nobody is going anyway, why not send me to those places?" Moved by his determination, they decided to hire him as a salesman. From then on, Bill Porter devoted considerable effort to selling products made by Watkins. But wherever he went, people would reject him immediately upon seeing his appearance after he knocked on their doors. Despite this, he kept going back because he lived by his mother's teachings. Be patient, be persistent, and never give up. These words stayed alive in his heart and always gave him strength. Bill Porter's mother would always come to the company to pick him up towards the end of the day. However, one day, no matter how long he waited, his mother did not come. Thus, he had no choice but to take a taxi home. He called out to see if his mom was inside and looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Shortly after, a police car arrived in front of the house with its siren blaring. Then, 2 police officers helped his mother out of the car. His mother was unable to find her way home. She also forgot her son's phone number. She had developed dementia, which we often hear about. Bill Porter was extremely shocked when he learned this fact. Realizing he had to grow up and even take care of his mother, he worked even harder as he went about selling his products. As a result, customers began to open their hearts to him because of his sincerity. One day, he went to a house and said, "This product is really good, so how about buying it?" Then he was told, "Then, bring it inside." That was the first order he had ever received in his life. "Please provide a large bleach as well." Upon hearing this, he couldn't believe if it was a dream or reality. From that day on, word of his sincerity spread, and more people said, "At our house too," leading him to improve sales performance year after year. It is said that no one in the North American region has yet surpassed his sales volume. Later, he received the Salesman of the Year award from Watkins. After receiving the award, people asked him a question. "Others would have given up in your situation. Why didn't you give up?" The reason was that his mother always told him, "Be patient, be persistent, and never give up." He also made a resolution that even if no one else saw him that way, he needed to be the best son in his mother's eyes. Every time he was rejected, he thought, rejection is just the customer's way of saying that they want a better product next time. It's their request, wish, and signal for me to come back with something better. So that's exactly what I'll do. Whenever he was invited to give lectures across North America, his concluding message was always, every one of you is better than I am. You are not someone who can't use your hands, nor do you have a bent back, nor do you walk unnaturally. Anything I can do, all of you can do. Since he gave such inspiring speeches, it is said that he was frequently invited to speak at various organizations. Everyone, shouldn't we approach our gospel work with the same mindset? Let's look at the book of James, chapter 5. As you know, we count as blessed those who have persevered. You have heard of Job's perseverance and have seen what the Lord finally brought about. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy. I often think, given that God has blessed us with better conditions and healthier bodies, shouldn't we strive to accomplish even more beautiful and gracious deeds? Thank you very much.